assigned the position of knockout law to Tracy Brooks. I like the move by Cornette, putting her in charge of the girls. We see Taylor quickly drop out to the floor. Angelina slides back in, and Taylor is going to try and follow her. Oh, God, she got hit right in the face. Velvet Sky clocked her with that makeup kit from Kip James.
You got to give Velvet Sky credit. Q-Kip and Rhino are over on the other side, joeing back and forth. Velvet Sky realized she had the opportunity, took that makeup kit and just crushed it right into the face of Taylor Wilde, and now Angelina Love has got that advantage she was looking for.
Just when we thought it was a good idea for Taylor Wilde to have the backup of Rhino and ringside, it's actually a distraction with Rhino and Q-Kip that leads to Angelina for the cover and a near fall.
Well, Angelina Love, you know, would take any advantage she could get, and that time you got to give the team credit because they worked it to perfection. Now you saw the strength of Angelina Love as she just picked Taylor Wilde up and then put her on her face.
Yeah, tossed her across the ring by her hair and goes back to it again a second time. Takes her by the hair and just throws her totally across the ring and then right back on her for the cover, but Taylor powers out.
I mean, there's been nothing technical about it with these two from the start. I mean, it has been. It's been like territorial rights here in the ring here in Oshawa, obviously, and I mean, it's just a fight. It's a brawl. It's personal. Look at her just rub that face along those ropes.
Took her eyes that time, Don, and took them and used the ring ropes as a weapon. From outside, Velvet offers words of encouragement. Kip James as well on this side, and you see the drop-down neck breaker by Angelina Love.
And she pulls on the hair with viciousness at the same time, too. Close. Taylor Wilde gets the shoulder up. The War Machine out there just trying to give her encouragement. You can see him stomping and smacking on the ring apron, trying to get Taylor Wilde up. But right now, Taylor Wilde's in a bad way. Angelina Love has total control, but look at Taylor Wilde. One thing we know about her, no way will she ever stop. You almost got to kill her to get her to quit. Look at that elbow.
Got that comeback rolling, but it's quickly cut off. Gets a couple of shots in on Angelina. Angelina answers back. They're really laying him in, aren't they?
Oh, Angelina Love going for it. And both of them at the same time simultaneously grab each other's hair and put their faces down into the mat.
Referee puts in the count. He's at 3, gonna wait to see if either champion or challenger can get back up. Let's see who gets back up first and gets the advantage in this title match.
Both of them almost at the exact same time. And whoa.
Chop to the chest. The champ on fire, running clothesline, dropped her, back to it again. Big clothesline, gonna take her up, go tilt-a-whirl style, backbreaker across the knee.
Great move, here it is, 1, 2. Taylor Wilde, Angelina Love kicks out in just the time I thought Taylor Wilde had it. But look at, she just goes right back up throwing forearms.
Follows the forearm with a shot into the turnbuckles, then the shoulder block into the midsection. A weakened Angelina positioned up top. Cut her again in the gut, another one right into the midsection, and Taylor gonna try and follow up, but when she gets on the bottom rope, Angelina rakes the eyes.
Well, it was desperation move right there for Angelina Love. She had to, and now, look at that. She grabs her by the hair, puts her up in a position where she can take advantage of it, and oh, she does. She just comes off of that rope, and then from that distance, it's a bad landing for Taylor Wilde.
Sure was. The front suplex by Angelina on Taylor.
One,
went down badly, and
no, got it on.
Beautiful people at ringside, Velvet and Kip, both in a celebratory mood. They thought Angelina was going to be the new champ. Here's an elbow, here's another cover, and here's another 2 count.
I'll tell you what, though, look at how Taylor Wilde's getting that shoulder up. Barely has the effort to get it up. You can see she's hurting. She's still reeling from that front suplex, but it was just enough. But Angelina Love can smell it. She can sense it. She knows this is her chance. This is her opportunity.
Picks her up by the hair, takes her back up, and look at the roll-up here by Taylor.
2, oh! That's one thing about Taylor Wilde. What a kick! I mean, right to the back of the head, and you can see Kip James come right in, and here comes the War Machine, and nails him with a gore. Unbelievable. A gore. And wait a minute, though, Velvet Sky's got a hold of Taylor Wilde.
Here comes Angelina, puts on the brakes before hitting Velvet Sky, but the dropkick will do the trick.
And right into her, she reels right around, and you know, she hits that bridge. 2, got it.
Here's your winner, and still TNA Women's Knockout Champion,
Taylor Wilde is still the champ. Up next, get ready for the Ladder of Love.
Val has to choose between me or Sanjay.
Jay gave you an ultimatum, either him or Sanjay, and you need to make a choice.
You know what? I don't think you ever wanted to marry me in the first place.
I'm in love with you. And I heard Jay giving you all these ultimatums and putting you in a position. I would never put you in a position like that.
Val has a big heart. That's why I love her. But when it comes to Sanjay, screw Val.
Sanjay has feelings for me. What do you want him to do?
I want him to take a left at the fork and get the hell off the road.
I've been in a coma for 3 days now, Val. And all I can think about is you. You're all on my mind.
You know what, Jay? I think you're being way too hard on me.
This thing isn't over until I say it's over.
I got caught in the crossfire because of their foolishness. And I've had it. If they want to fight over me, I don't care. Go ahead. They're going to hang this ring above the ring. Whoever gets the ring first gets me. I'm getting out of this night. I have had it.
The love of SoCal Val hangs in the balance as Black Machismo Jay Lethal faces the Guru Sanjay Dutt in a Ladder of Love match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special Ladder of Love match. The match is won when one of the suitors climbs a ladder and secures possession of the engagement ring, thereby winning the match. And SoCal Val's heart, introducing first the woman who is putting her ring and heart on the line tonight, SoCal Val!
One of the most confusing, one of the most confounding situations that we've ever seen here in TNA, especially when it comes to romance, is about to be settled. And if you think back to Impact, this really is the brainchild of SoCal Val.
Well, she did. She said, you know what? Let's put the ring in balance. Whoever gets it can have me. And what a way to do it. You put it up there, you bring the ladders into play, and whoever gets the ring's going to have to earn it. And in her mind, that's good enough. It's the way she wants to make the decision.
And ladies and gentlemen, the participants first, from Bombay, India, the Guru, Sanjay Dutt.
His actions for months have been described by Don West as just plain creepy.
Well, he is. I mean, it's just, he snaps. Somebody that we've respected and watched.
As a wrestler.
As a wrestler, grow up here at TNA. I mean, I've always said the most talented wrestler here in the X division that never held the title, but Love can do crazy things to anybody. I mean, you know, look at this. He breaks the Rose down and
drops to a knee.
Well, he's just letting her know that, hey, he's for it, and this matchup's good enough for him.
I'll still never forget when he spoiled the wedding of SoCal Val and this man.
Ooh, yeah.
And his opponent from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal!
Well, it looks to me like the Guru Sanjay Dutt, not the only one who's going to try and win the affection of SoCal Val by bringing a pre-match gift.
Well, if I'm Jay Lethal, I gotta be honest, I don't even put up with the shenanigans, but he feels this is his last effort. He feels like, okay, no matter what, he can end it here tonight. He can get Val and get on with his life. And I tell you, I mean, you look at her and you understand what draws him towards her, but I'll tell you what, after everything he's been through, I don't understand why he'd even go through with this.
Boy, he just one-up Sanjay.
Yeah, well.
Not only takes the single rose that the Guru brought, tosses it down, and then hands the bouquet of roses to the lovely SoCal Val.
Well, if bigger's better, then obviously it works out. As you can see, SoCal bringing the roses over.
See the reaction as she brought the roses over to the table?
I mean, it's like almost like a sourpuss face. You know what I mean? It was just weird.
It's just non-committal.
No, I mean, it's like...
I can't read one way or the other here as we see that great overhead cam shot of the engagement ring that hangs above the ring. We heard the rules earlier. Let's revisit them one more time. You've got to climb the ladder of love. You've got to secure the possession of that engagement ring that hangs. And yes, you thereby win the match, and you win SoCal Val's heart.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you've got to give credit to Sanjay Dutt is through all of this, he's been able to convince SoCal Val that his love is real and that he's wanted her for so long, and it's confused her. She does have feelings for Jay as well, and I mean, this is in her mind, this is the way it's got to be done. How impressive was that?
Full Nelson suplex, released version, and Lethal gonna come right at Sanjay here and catches him with a dive right on target.
I mean, right into that rail with authority. I mean, this is a chance here for Jay Lethal just to get that revenge from what happened at the beginning at the wedding. And then you think of the history through this thing. This is a chance tonight, one way or another, to put finality to it. And again, I just got a glimpse of SoCal Val's face, and you know, it's a face of, I think, concern. It's a face of, you wonder who she's rooting for in this whole situation.
Don, I'm not sure if you heard what I just heard, but in my headset, I'm just informed that Jackie has just attacked Salinas in the women's bathroom. Salinas has been taken to the hospital. We'll give you more details as we get them. That in reference to LAX and beer money later tonight as we see Lethal take the Guru up into the air, drop him down, throat, chest first, right across the steel, and now going to try and bring one of the two ladders positioned around ringside into play. I mean, you know what Jackie can do.
Well, it's what Beer Money Incorporated is all about. Make sure you take care of the problem before the match, and they want to make sure that they're at an equal playing field and taking Salinas out of there, and that's just the kind of underhanded things that Beer Money Incorporated would do. What a shot on top of the ladder there as the Guru caught it.
Yeah, Machismo moved out of the way, able to elevate the Guru up right into the ladder. Boy, he's weakened, and quite honestly, this matchup, it's been all Black Machismo, Jay Lethal, right from the opening bell.
Well, Machismo just hasn't forgotten any of this, and he is just, everything he does has an extra bite to it, as he wants to make sure that not only does Sanjay lose this, Sanjay pays, but as he goes for the ladder, Sanjay catches him from behind and trying to turn the tide, and look at this, right into the steel steps.
Face first goes Black Machismo. Guru can sense it right here that he's really turned this match in his favor. Gonna slide Lethal back in and slingshot his way into a leg drop.
One thing about Sanjay Dutt is this incredible speed. I mean, keep your eye on it. It's one of the fastest guys we've ever seen in the ring at any time. I mean, that really is his strong suit, but don't think he doesn't have the strength, because he does. Oh, wow! Unbelievable! Right on the ladder, as you saw. Sanjay come right after him, if we can see that. Unbelievable!
What a back body drop that was. Guys in the truck, please give it to us one more time.
Look at this!
Watch the impact when he goes back first onto the ladder.
I mean, just landed on it. What unbelievable positioning by Jay Lethal, as he just sent him over right on top. Unreal.
This is really going to be the first opportunity now with the Guru weakened after taking that shot on his back for one of these two competitors to get the ladder in position, climb up and take down the engagement ring. First up, Jay Lethal.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's got it. This should just be smooth as can.
Watch him.
Look at this! Out of nowhere, Sanjay jumps, lands on the ladder, and then takes the head of Jay Lethal and puts it on the top rope.
What do you think of the reaction here of SoCal Val?
Well, I think she thought it was going to be over. Let's show this again. Look how quick he does this. Just look at that agility. The balance that he had, Mike.
We're back live here in Canada at No Surrender. Great replay, look at that move. And now it's the Guru's chance. Lethal never even had the opportunity to get up there and get his hands even near the engagement ring because of the quick recovery and the great agility of Sanjay Dutt. He's climbing
close.
up, but here comes Lethal from behind.
Just wasn't quick enough. Wasn't quick. Oh, just rams him right in and then flings him out of the way. I mean, that was just done with spite and revenge there. This is his chance, and you could tell earlier when Jay Lethal almost had it, it was like, you could see the look in Val's face, like finally it's over. Jay's gonna get this, we can move on.
Again, the Guru Sanjay Dutt in trouble, and you can see this is a good move here by referee Andrew Thomas. He senses that the ladder, because of the contact made in this match, has been weakened. And
look at this this? What is?
I've never seen anything like that.
He used the one ladder to brace the
Slid
other
it
one.
in between, and then just took Lethal and drove him back first. Look at the position that Lethal's in right now.
Oh, he is vulnerable. There he goes, and unbelievable. Just forward moonsaults right on top of him.
Oh, the crowd loving the action in this Ladder of Love matchup. Going crazy here in Canada with the TNA champs.
Mike, you win this match, you deserve SoCal Val. Think about everything they're going through. You deserve something. I'll tell you what, at least a night with her.
Advantage Guru at this point.
Crowd loving it.
TNA chants followed up by This Is Awesome as the Guru goes up.
Look at him. Oh,
he wanted to take his head off with that ladder.
Well, there's no room now. Man, look at this. As he comes right around the corner. I mean, we've seen things done with ladders tonight that we've never seen before. Oh, it's stuck on top. As you can see, the Guru was going to try to move it.
But you see the look on his face? It's almost like he liked whatever happened there to the ladders. Quickly shot off into the ropes, swinging a miss with the clothesline. Sunset flip attempt, roll through by Lethal. Gonna try and take him here. Takes the Guru.
Where's he gonna sleep?
I'm guessing it's catapult time.
Oh, man. Just didn't quite get him high enough, but close.
Flung him at the ladder, and you're right. I think Sanjay may have caught the top of that ladder, maybe just the corner of the ladder.
Well, he had his hands, too, to be able to block, make sure it didn't do damage to his face, and you got to give him credit for that. It was reflexes. Oh, man, I'm looking at the back of Sanjay here, just how red it is. I mean, these guys have taken some wicked shots here tonight.
Sure has. You can see the welts on the back of Sanjay Dutt. It all started with that back body drop on the ladder.
Oh, look at this, leaving him no room to go. This one.
Oh, one after the other.
3 straight shots.
Not only his back, but also the back of his head. Each time making contact with the ladder that's wedged in the corner.
Is this the ladder of love or the ladder of death?
Wow. Now Lethal's going to climb and try and take down the engagement ring.
Oh, you can see, though, they're just both so wiped out, and he's so close. He's got it all. He just couldn't reach over and grab it.
Sanjay going to put Lethal up on his shoulders.
Oh, he's got him stuck.
He just dropped him right down in between the rungs of the ladder. Crouched him on it, you're right.
He did want to move, just crouched him there, and now Jay Lethal's legs are stuck as he's kind of wearing it. The ladder is a pair of pants as he's trying to get up, and this gives Sanjay Dutt the opportunity he needs.
That may be the best move we've seen yet from the Guru in terms of taking Machismo out at least momentarily. Springboard instead as you see the desperation move by Black Machismo, but it certainly paid off as he springs with a drop kick right into the ladder. We're going to take one more look at the impact right here. Watch this.
Well, he not only got out of the ladder, he used the ladder as kind of the springboard and was able to jump off of it right into the Guru and take him off the ladder and knock the ladder down. But now everybody's in play as the ladders are out of ball. Nice block by the Guru as he stopped that drop toe hold and then turned it around, reversed it on Jay Lethal. Look at that, he's got his hands and his head caught in it, and he's putting him up in like a tree of woe position.
That kind of used a gut wrench type move to stand him up in the corner. Boy, ear to ear grin from the Guru Sanjay Dutt, how happy he is with the situation that Lethal's in.
Oh, man! Oh!
A defenseless
Black
Machismo on the receiving end of the drop kick from the Guru right into the ladder.
Oh, the force that, I mean, Jay Lethal, man, is just, I don't think he's going, look at this, he can't even get out of the ring. Oh, what a shot by Sanjay Dutt, and he knows it now. He's feeling it. He's got it where he wants it. You just got to wonder what Jay Lethal's even got in the tank after that.
Sanjay looking underneath the ring and comes out with a steel chair.
And how can you stop this when ladders are involved anyway? I mean, you can't stop him from using the chair.
Slow to recover is Black Machismo Jay Lethal while the Guru goes back underneath and yes, another chair, then catches him with a kick right in the ribs.
I'll tell you what, and Jay Lethal's already hurt, so both these guys have probably got physical damage that they'll never be able to recover from. What a shot by Lethal right on the chest, and this is his chance to turn it around, and he realized he's just going to go ahead and go through with what Guru was planning from the beginning.
You're right, it was Sanjay Dutt's strategy, but now, because Lethal is taking control of this match, maybe he can use this ladder as a weapon, but you see he was able to float over, catch him with the kick, then drive the knee in, and then, snapped his neck, caught him around the neck, and then drove him back first into the ladder.
What a war! What a war! I don't care. I'll tell you what, at the beginning I thought, no way, I don't know if there's a chance to see that again. Let's look at this. Watch this. Look how the Guru's breaking. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, when I first heard about this match, I thought, oh, you got to be kidding. I can't believe Val's allowing this. But now that I'm watching it, heck yeah! We should put a woman in balance and engagement over all these matches every time.
It has really turned into a physical battle between these two with the ladders involved. You would think at this point that a weakened Black Machismo in trouble here, but he's able to suck it up, dig down deep, and while the Guru positions one ladder, Lethal's going to bring another into play.
Oh, man, they're both just trying so hard, and they've gone through so much. Obviously, I hope she's worth it. I hope you're not disappointed, because what you've gone through is unbelievable. And now both of them got ladders set up. Got to give these ladders some credit for everything they've gone through.
They're going to race to the top. And
they're so
Lethal
close.
Reaches across, and just as he does, he exposed himself to allowing Dutt to drive him face first into the top of the ladder.
Look at this.
Camel clutch applied. Never seen anything like this. A camel clutch at the top of the two ladders, high above the ring.
And Lethal's still trying to reach and grab it, and every time.
And so is Sanjay. They're both trying to reach across and
no.
grab the ring.
Oh,
God.
man.
Oh, my God.
Now, can Lethal somehow get a hold of the ring?
Oh, he's trying.
Stop it. Get on top of there. This is his chance, but what a position he's in.
You see that the ring is swinging back and forth, and it was just eluding him each time he'd reach out his hand.
He's got
to
his
try
leg
and
caught.
Get it.
He's
and
got
now
his leg caught.
You're right, he's stuck right in the ladder.
He's got his leg caught there. Even the referee's trying to help him, and he's screaming for help as he's caught in the middle. Look at this. SoCal now realizes it. Oh, look at this. She's going to help him out. This is his chance. Now, can he get up there in time? SoCal now's opened the door.
And the Guru comes face to face with Val. Oh boy, he's not happy at all that she came in and extricated him from the ladder.
Well, I mean, you gotta admit, that's kind of a crazy move. I don't blame the Guru a little bit. I mean, think of everything they've gone through, and then she goes in and helps him out. But I think that if I'm the Guru, that shows me where her true feelings are at.
But while Lethal goes over here to be with Val, look at the Guru climb up the ladder. He's just a couple of rungs away.
And now he realizes that he thanks her. What?
Wait a minute.
What? She just hit him with the low blow. Oh.
Here is your winner, the Guru, Sanjay Dutt.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm Jay Lethal. Oh, I'm pissed. I am pissed.
Oh, my. I tell you what, it may not be the way he anticipated it, but Jay Lethal just got screwed.
He got, yes. And I'll tell you what. Whoa. Now, why would you? Hey, listen. Somebody deserves something after that match.
Never quite seen a post-match celebration like that one before, I gotta tell you. Let's look at that. That's what turned the tide. That's what wins the match for the Guru Sanjay Dutt. She had all the influence on it in the world.
There it is. What a shot. And he wasn't expecting it at all. And the Guru got it, and look at the two of them.
Yeah. Somebody get a garden hose out here.
Is this Skinamax, or what are we watching here? Well, you know, nothing like a good ladder match to get the old hormones flowing.
Let's just send it to JB with Kurt Angle right now. I am here with the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, and Kurt, it seems like it's a very serious, somber mood here backstage tonight. Usually it's festive and jovial, but
Seems like maybe this Booker T situation has got you a little down. Is this throwing the game plan out the window here for tonight? The two of you, an alliance possibly, now out the window?
Booker T or not, the party will occur after the job is complete. Tonight, I'm in a very serious mood. I am a man on a mission to bring back what belongs to a true champion, me. You see all this? TNA, the pay-per-view, No Surrender, the fans, the wrestlers. I created this. I made this business. I am the business. And nobody will ever put the name of Samoa Joe in the same book as Kurt Angle. Because tonight at No Surrender, I will erase his name forever. And Christian Cage, I know this is his home country and he doesn't live far from here. But honestly, I think this place is a toilet bowl. And to be truthful, the ambulance will have a very short ride to take him home. So that's his only advantage. And Double J, don't think for a second that I forgot about you. Because if it weren't for you, I would have never lost my gold medal. Something that means more than me than my own kids. So I am elated that you're gonna show up here tonight. Because tonight, I have something special for you. Tonight, all the gold comes back to Kurt Angle. Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
We knew that the level of violence would escalate as we headed into Hard Justice, our most hardcore pay-per-view of 2008.
Titles, but we permanently damaged the eye of Homicide.
If you put the bottle on his eye, it hurt my eye.
We're the tag team champions of the world.
So tonight, you will feel me. I'm going straight back to my roots. 5150 style, 23-hour lockdown, shoot program.
You know what, Hernandez? We don't care that you're upset, but don't go getting all steering clear on us, boy.
Look who's back. We haven't seen him in weeks.
The TNA World Tag Team Championship is on the line as the Latin American Exchange challenges Beer Money Inc.
Back live at No Surrender in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. Third of 4 championship matches tonight. It's the TNA Tag Team Gold at stake. We're going to take a look at the taglines to preview this match. Robert Roode, James Storm joined forces as a tag team just months ago, and they soon became the world champs. Last month in New Jersey, Beer Money took advantage of a blinded Homicide and ended the 3-month reign of the Latin American Exchange. Tonight, LAX must stay focused on regaining the World Tag Team titles, but you couldn't blame Homicide and Hernandez for putting the revenge factor at the top of their game plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, TNA's No Surrender continues with a TNA World Tag Team Championship match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing team number 1, the Challengers, accompanied by Hector Guerrero, Homicide, and Hernandez. They are the Latin American Exchange.
There is no denying, no matter where you're at, what country, the crowd just loves LAX. And there's just there's something about it, that cool factor, that it's easy to get behind.
Sorry about your damn luck.
And their opponents, accompanied by the Pride of Tennessee, Jacqueline, they're the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Robert Roode and Cowboy James Storm, the team of Beer Money Incorporated.
Well, Hector Guerrero accompanies the challengers LAX. Jacqueline as well for Beer Money. And what the hell does James Storm have on his head? Because we heard earlier that Jackie attacked Salinas in the women's bathroom. Salinas has been taken to a hospital. We understand being treated at a hospital here in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. If we get an update before we go off the air, we will provide it to you. And here come the reigning TNA World Tag Team title holders.
Tell you what, that'll get your liquid courage in your body in a hurry. Leave it to James Storm to figure out a way to get more beer in faster. But I'll tell you one thing, may have made a mistake in having Jackie attack Salinas and take her out of this. We saw Hernandez, how he reacted when Homicide was taken out, when his eye was taken out. The last thing you want to do is have a pissed off Homicide and Hernandez in that ring, because these two are unbelievable. And when they work together, they've got a combination, I think, that's just unlike anything you've ever seen.
You're messing with familia.
That's
when
right.
It comes to the Latin American exchange, and not only the situation that dates back to Hard Justice involving the damaging of the eyesight, and even before that, yeah, they used a beer bottle at Hard Justice, but remember the glass table on Impact.
Oh, it was just an unbelievable wicked sight, seeing Homicide go through that table. You saw in slow motion the glass shards around his face. You saw him laying there, and you knew that the glass was causing damage. It was lucky that it was only one eye, and it's lucky that he's able to see with that eye again as Homicide has the patch off. He's ready, he's mad. But one thing about Beer Money Incorporated, just like they used Jackie earlier to get rid of Salinas, they will use every shortcut in the book, and they can do it with perfection. In fact, you almost got to admire them a little bit at how well they can work together.
Look at Beer Money trying to cool down Homicide. We talked about it during the taglines as we previewed this match. The fact that, yes, they have to remain focused on regaining the tag team titles, but when you think back to Homicide being put on the shelf for over a month, you couldn't really blame them, Don, if they maybe just for a second set aside the tag titles in exchange for getting that revenge.
Well, I think Hector Guerrero's got to play a huge role in this matchup.
One would think.
Got to keep LAX level-headed. He's
the voice of experience for them. That's been proven for months. Look at Homicide go to the attack. First caught Storm with a boot.
Look at those
Series of shots, right hand after right hand, but did you see the shortcut?
Right to the eyes.
Raked the eyes.
Well, and you know the eyes are going to be a target. You know they're going to be a target. James Storm, I'll tell you what, he can take a shortcut as well as anybody. Oh, what he hesitated, kind of pontificated in front of the crowd there, and that gave Homicide all he needed.
Saw from outside the tag from Big Hernandez, who goes slingshot in, putting the shoulder right into Storm and taking him down. Great teamwork by the Latin American exchange.
And you know Homicide wants to get to Bobby Roode too, any chance he can, when you think about the beer bottle shot. But one thing about Hernandez, when he's in that ring, it's just, you're on the edge of your seat, because he just amazes you. Every time you see him, he does something, some superhuman display of strength that gave him that nickname of Supermax. It just blows your mind.
Involvement from the pride of Tennessee. Jacqueline outside that mere distraction, turned it around momentarily. Hernandez catches the turnbuckles across the chest, but then the clothesline from outside by Robert Roode. That's what decked him.
And I'll tell you, how quick was he with it? The referee looking another way. That's what makes him so dangerous. They know where the ref is, they know where his view is, and when they get a chance like right now, Homicide's arguing a little bit, he's trying to explain what he's seen, but Robert Roode, James Storm don't hesitate. If the refs turn the other way, they'll work together and do anything illegal they can.
You know, you ask me, this pairing of James Storm, Robert Roode as a tag team, absolutely a natural. Between the two of them, they've now held the TNA tag team titles a total of 10 times. James Storm, 7-time champ. Robert Roode, 3-time TNA World Tag Team title holder.
And they get better and better every time they're together. And we've talked about
because of the experience factor with each growing match, absolutely.
And they think alike, and they're so much alike physically. I mean, they're mirrored images of each other. They really are. And look at the combination. Look at the teamwork.
Inverted atomic drop by Roode, and then Storm stabbed him right in the back.
Well, that's absolutely what they do so well. Homicide gets in there and gets that boot in there just in time as he realizes his partner, Hernandez, reeling a little bit. But, you know, we've talked about it. You know, we've been asked the question, how good can Beer Money Incorporated be? They could be as good as any tag team in history.
Storm comes off the middle rope, directly into Hernandez, catches him, but you see from behind the smart move by Rude, taking the big man down, dropped him, but then he's able to take Storm and elevate him off the pin attempt.
Well, he just had to clip him, and when he did, that brought all of Storm's weight right on the chest of Hernandez. Takes the air out of him, and now they work together to hit him with the suplex, and look at Beer Money, just on fire.
Double team suplex on big Hernandez. Probably a good move on their part. I don't think that either Storm or Rude at this point in the match could have taken him over singularly. Quick pin attempt right on it by Rude, and Slick Johnson counts too.
Well, what a statement it is, too, if you can beat LAX this quickly and beat him by pinning Hernandez, and they're just going for it. They're not shying, and man, he just comes right off there with a double sledge, and you can see Hernandez just grabbing his head.
Beer Money's got something in store here for Hernandez. You saw it with the eye contact made by Rude and Storm. Quick tag into Storm. He comes off the ropes, and Hernandez goes to the power game.
And I mean, when he throws you over his head, you're taking a journey. You're taking a flight. I mean, he just spun him around. He corkscrewed all over in the air, landed badly. But now it's time to let Homicide. He's over there. He's frustrated. He's fresh. Let Homicide come in, but he can't get the tag to him.
You're right, the moment that it looked like Hernandez was going to get across and get the tag in, he was cut off that time and brought back out towards their side of the ring.
Now then he flips him off over there too, which is one of those things where you just don't want to do to Homicide. Oh, what a shot right here on Storm as he crashes into the table.
You're right, Storm crashes right here in front of us, and now it's Homicide and Rude going to square off, and Homicide's really getting the better of it.
Well, Homicide's been frustrated, wanting to get in. Look at these shots. Bam, bam, bam. I mean, he's just throwing them. Rude tries to throw him off, and great counter by Robert Roode.
And then Rude sends him for the ride as he comes off and tries to slide through. You see that Rude cuts him off, doesn't allow him to go through his legs, elevates him over. Homicide lands on his feet. Perfectly placed boot. Now Homicide snaps off the suplex.
Oh, Homicide, just one of those guys that's just so tough. I mean, he really is street tough. He's hard. You just can't predict him. I mean, he'll do anything at any time, and he's fearless. Absolutely fearless is what makes him such a great combination. But he got himself up on top, and that cost him, and Robert Roode didn't hesitate for a minute.
It looked good when he was in control, but the second that Robert Roode was able to go back up and follow him up to the ropes, Homicide now has got him grabbed around the neck and just drove him right down DDT style off the middle rope.
And here he goes. Can he do it? 1, 2. Oh, James Storm timed it perfectly.
Storm in to make the save, and then he drills Homicide right in the side of the head, shoots him across. Here comes Storm right at Homicide, and he gets crotched up on the top rope.
Well, you can see here. Oh, nice shot there by Homicide. Oh, spine buster. Here it is. 1, 2. Oh, Hernandez out of nowhere.
Broken down to the point that all 4 men are in play. Hernandez shoots Storm out to the apron and then clotheslines Rude over the top. LAX getting the crowd behind them. You know, LAX has really dominated the tag team scene here in TNA. In the last 2 years, they've held the tag titles for 10 months, looking to regain those championship belts. As you see Hernandez take his own partner and send him out to the floor.
He sent him out. He put him right on top of Robert Roode, and you could see Homicide. Look at this. He's motioning. He's holding. He's motioning for Hernandez to come out and finish the job. But in doing that, it cost him. His beer was spit in his face by James Storm, and now he's got him.
And it was just out of camera range, but Jacqueline, the pride of Tennessee, had distracted the referee, Slick Johnson. He never saw the beer being spit in his eyes.
And he power bombs Hernandez. Oh! Homicide just spins around and puts Robert Roode shoulder first into the steel steps outside of the ring, and you can see Hector Guerrero pulling Jackie away.
And you see that Hector's got the beer bottle in his hand that they used earlier to spit in his eyes, but now, oh my! Homicide takes the beer bottle, swings it at Rude. You saw that he crashed it right on the steel steps. Beer and glass all over the place at ringside.
And he hurt his hand, and that allowed Storm to just give him the kick, and now the double team. And here comes Hernandez. There he goes. Wow, he takes him out. Takes out James Storm. Crowd loving it now. Homicide getting back in, and here comes Roode.
Oh, LAX can sense it. They can sense regaining the TNA Tag Team titles, but Rude caught him with a big boot. Gonna go for the payoff suplex here. Homicide fights it off.
Look at Homicide. Look at how he does it. Hits him with the Gringo stunner, and there he goes.
A slow Rude back up to the vertical base. Walks right in to a Homicide boot. Keep your eye on
look at this. Can he hit it? Oh, she just threw something instead of powder.
She threw powder right in his eyes, and of course his vision's not 100%. Rude hits the payoff, and Beer Money keeps the title.
Here are your winners, and still TNA World Tag Team Champions, Beer Money Incorporated.
Again, taking the shortcut and at the expense of Homicide's vision.
Boy, what an effect Jacqueline had tonight. Takes out Salinas, throws the powder in. Beer Money keeps the gold here at No Surrender.
Frank Trigg, a mixed martial arts master, accomplished amateur wrestler, and all-around badass. Now the MMA superstar has joined TNA to dish out a lesson in trigonomics the hard way.
In my world, we don't get a 1, 2, 3 count. We get knockouts, and we get tap outs.
As he attempts to school TNA's own AJ Styles in an MMA style match.
3 5-minute rounds. Winner walks out only by getting a submission.
Their feud has boiled over to the point of no return. Will the phenomenal one be able to overcome the odds and defeat Trigg at his own game? Or will he become just another casualty to the MMA superstar's never-ending list of victims?
The phenomenal AJ Styles faces Frank Trigg in a mixed martial arts match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special mixed martial arts match. The match consists of 3 5-minute rounds and can only be won by submission or knockout. Introducing first, originally from Rochester, New York, now making his home in Las Vegas, Nevada, MMA superstar, Frank Trigg!
Yeah, you're not kidding, MMA superstar Frank Trigg. Listen to these credentials. A wrestler at the University of Oklahoma, as well as a coach there, a finalist in the 2000 Olympic trials in freestyle wrestling. He's competed for UFC, Pride, Affliction, all the top MMA groups. Frank Trigg coming off a win in Japan just 3 weeks ago, a big match against Takamoto, the 2000 Olympic judo gold medalist, and now he's asked for the microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Frank Trigg. This is not the first time I've come to Canada, but by God, I hope this is the last time I come to this place. I don't want to be rude or anything, but in this area, this country really does suck. Your Blue Jays, your Maple Leafs, come on, really? Let me tell you a little something about me, though. What I like to do, hurt a lot of people. That's what I do. And from the look of this crowd in front of me, you cow-fed hayseeds, I'd love beating all you guys up. I have no time for that tonight. I have something else in mind. One man, AJ Styles. I think tonight we can go ahead and finish this little thing AJ and I got going on. You know what, I'm gonna do AJ a favor. I'm gonna do you guys a favor. I'm gonna go ahead and let AJ become an honorary Canadian, because we don't want him. You guys might as well take him. AJ, if you've got enough guts and balls to step into this ring with me, then I got enough balls to send you out of it in an ambulance. When the doctor's putting those stitches together and taking care of those elbows and those knees that are broken, remember the guy that did it. And his name is Frank Trigg.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, is the phenomenal AJ Styles!
It takes guts. It takes courage. It takes balls to get into a match against Frank Trigg, where we will have MMA rules in place. 3 5-minute rounds. Victory by submission or knockout. The phenomenal AJ Styles and Frank Trigg, yeah, their paths have crossed over the course of the past several months on several occasions. The most recent that I can think of was Frank Trigg coming down with that kendo stick, hitting AJ in the back of the head, knocking him out. That enabled Christian Cage to move on to our main event tonight here at No Surrender. A shot at the TNA World Heavyweight title, and it took the phenomenal AJ Styles directly out of that world title picture.
You look at this on paper and you think, what are you doing, AJ Styles?
That's what I mean.
I mean, not just the MMA background, but the wrestling background from Frank Trigg.
I mean, we detailed it during Trigg's introduction. In addition to the wrestling background, he's a second-degree judo black belt and very accomplished in jiu-jitsu as well.
Who in TNA, though, has more heart, more guts? A man who won't back down from any kind of a fight whatsoever. That guy is in that ring right now with Frank Trigg, and that's AJ Styles. I'll tell you, if there's anybody that'll try to find a way to win, it'll be him. But he's going to have to find an opportunity, Mike, and take it, because there won't be many of them against Frank Trigg in this style of a matchup.
Boy, he overpowered AJ. I think he used a little bit of the judo background right there with that quick toss. And right on him, as you can see, the countdown clock that appears in the corner of your screen. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We understand we'll have a 1-minute rest period in between rounds if we even get to that point.
Well, you call it. I mean, it's tap out, it's knockout, either way.
We're in Frank Trigg's world, basically.
Absolutely. AJ Styles is he's just going to have to reach down and go to that wrestling background that he has, and just also use that speed that he has, that ability to hit things out of nowhere. That's what he's going to have to do as you're watching. Oh, Frank Trigg just bringing one shot after another. Oh, AJ, though, nice shot. I'll tell you, though, all it takes is one punch. All it takes is one punch, perfectly placed at the right time, and AJ can put up with a lot of pain. AJ can put up with a lot.
I mean, you can say that for both of these individuals, Trigg as well, as we see AJ shoot in and go for the double leg, and you see that he follows up the double leg by going out to the floor. Look at these cheap shots by Trigg. I mean, come on, referee Rudy Charles has got to get him back inside the ring here, and of all people, Frank Trigg should know that that would be the rules. You see him take advantage of AJ?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as they hit the turf, and AJ Styles is just
that
pointing.
Was bull.
And you can see, but AJ got a few in himself there at the end, but I'll tell you what, I like AJ's heart there. He caught the single leg, and he just drove him right through. And I'll tell you something, Frank Trigg, I think, if you look at his expression, he's a little surprised. He thought it was going to be his world from the start, and AJ Styles is one of those that can just absolutely take advantage of a situation.
I noticed that. I think, Don, you spotted it as well. Trigg made eye contact all the way across, and look at that quick takedown by Trigg. Again, going to the judo playbook here, positioning AJ in a place where he's going to be in trouble. And then at the same time, while he's got him down, he's catching him with knees right in the exposed ribs.
Oh, he is. He's in. Now, look
now. Look at this, playing with it, toying with him.
That's one thing we've learned. You just don't do that with the phenomenal AJ Styles. But
I was going to think after that double leg by AJ where they rolled out that Trigg would have a little bit more respect, but that's not the case. Messing with him here, toying with him, trying to catch him with shots, but AJ blocked that big overhand shot. Trigg's going to try and go for the arm here. Going to try and go for an arm bar, but you see that AJ had the perfect counter.
Got the leg up in time. You know what? To me, if AJ Styles survives a match like this, it shows you what kind of an athlete he is, and it's a victory. Because this is a situation where Frank Trigg challenged him. He challenged him to his world, to get in here and beat me at my game. And to me, right now, the fact that AJ Styles hasn't even submitted yet, somebody that's made people do it, shows you the kind of athlete and the kind of competitor that AJ Styles is.
AJ goes for the kick. Trigg able to avoid it. And that time, boy, that was right again. Into the side, right into the ribs. AJ tries to fight with punches, but look how quickly Trigg is able to seize him right around the waist and set him right over to the corner. Gets a couple of quick shots
nice
again
shot.
with punches into the ribs. AJ with some overhand shots here. And this thing in terms of sportsmanship, has gone a little bad real quick.
I'll tell you what, though, Frank Trigg's looking at it. He can't believe it.
I think he's got a newfound respect for AJ.
I mean, the fact that AJ wouldn't back down is one thing, and you can see now. Oh, nice move, though. Nice move. That's that judo.
Exactly, the judo background that he has with the great takeover and right on AJ. Look at how easily he's able to float over on AJ Styles and maintain control.
Oh, trying to get AJ right here to tap out, trying to get him to submit. And look at him bring those knees right into the head of AJ Styles.
He's got the body seized.
Yes.
He's got his arms wrapped around and then catching him with the knees right in the top of the head. Slapping him on the butt at the same time, trying as well to get into the skin of the phenomenal AJ Styles.
He's got about a little less than 20 seconds here to make it through this first period. Again, though, the fact that AJ... Oh, what a move by AJ! Look at this!
Flying armbar on Trigg!
Is he gonna tap?
Nowhere!
He's got it!
Perfect positioning here by Trigg to close the gap and not allow him to extend that arm. Oh, just as the bell sounds.
Oh, man, I thought AJ just stole it here at the last second.
Wow, was that close.
Unbelievable, and Frank Trigg...
If that round was going to go maybe another 10, 15 seconds.
Oh, it was over.
I think AJ had the chance to extend the arm and potentially pop the elbow of Frank Trigg. He had him in the arm bar.
I'll tell you, though, AJ Styles showed him that he can play the same game. The same game.
And
that's got to give him confidence.
Watch Trigg. Look at the way he was holding on to his elbow. I'm not sure if we caught that or not. We had our camera positioned on Trigg's corner, and you can see his corner man there, and just the mere look on the face of Frank Trigg indicates to me that
he's holding that elbow.
The pain that he had. What a flying armbar that was.
Lost feeling.
To end round number 1 in this MMA match. I've got to give AJ so much credit.
Well, AJ Styles, too, is going to have confidence. He's going to know the weak point now of Frank Trigg and what he's got to do to go to him.
A weakened Frank Trigg in terms of his arm, in terms of his elbow. Will AJ be able to take advantage in round 2?
You can see now that Frank Trigg going to the offensive as he does. Oh, just look at how he pulls on the leg and AJ goes right to the ropes.
You're right, Trigg working there on either the knee of AJ, possibly the Achilles, trying to get some kind of a submission lock, but AJ was able to get to the ropes and get the break before Trigg was able to really get that submission move locked in.
AJ Styles, though, again, it's to him, he knows if he can survive this, it makes a statement, not let alone win it. And look at AJ now, kicking at the legs, kicking at the... Oh, look at him!
That shot!
You just don't fire him
Look
up.
at him unload!
He's just coming right after him, one shot after another. Now the knees. Oh, the knee right into the groin. You could just see that.
He did.
What? I got him.
You're right, he did. He caught him right in the groin. I mean, it was obvious from the flurry. It was an accidental shot, an accidental knee to the groin. And referee Rudy Charles, he went to check with Frank Trigg.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Frank said he's not able to continue.
Blow that was unintentional, it was ruled a no contest. No contest.
Oh, the crowd upset. They thought AJ Styles had fought his way back here, Mike, and got the victory. What a flurry, though, AJ brought on. I'm going to tell you, and again, you know what?
It really was, to me, quite a performance from AJ Styles. AJ have a shiner underneath his eye, I think.
Absolutely. AJ mad, crowd mad. They thought he had it.
An incidental shot to the groin by AJ in the midst of the flurry. And look at AJ's eye, how puffed up it is.
Oh, he's mad. He knows he got hit.
Wait a minute.
AJ!
Hey, we talked about that kendo stick earlier where Trigg got...
Oh, what a shot! Hey, look at him! He's getting some payback! One shot, look at this! Brutal, wicked shots by AJ Styles! Wow!
Wow! The match was ruled a no contest, but you talk about getting the last word in, having the last say, as his eye swells almost
but you still did an incredible job.
AJ to the broadcast position, telling us, getting right in my face, that he's a wrestler, that he doesn't do that stuff. But I gotta tell you, AJ Styles went into Frank Trigg's world, and not only wasn't he embarrassed by Frank Trigg, he almost had him beat at the end of round number 1. And boy, he was on the verge there with that flurry. Let's send it to JB and the champ, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe tonight, it is all about that World Heavyweight Championship title. No doubt about it. I mean, we have seen Kurt Angle since lockdown, since you beat Kurt Angle at lockdown, has been focused on doing nothing but getting that back. And not to mention the fact tonight you also have to face Christian Cage, a man who tonight will try and win that from you in front of his own hometown here in Canada. Not to mention the fact everything that went on with Sting, not to mention everything that went on with Kevin Nash this last Thursday night on Impact. Joe, are you mentally ready for this test tonight?
Define mentally ready. Because, you know, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I mean, do I have a plan? Do I know where this is all going? I'll tell you what, you know what I feel like, JB? I feel like an animal that's been cornered. And I got enemies coming at me from every side. You see, we got Kurt, we have Christian, and we have you, Sting. You know, Stinger, you may not think you're a part of this, but you are. You've attacked me time after time. You found a way to get your hands on me. And Sting, I gotta admit, I still haven't got to do to you what I want to do. That's okay, Sting. You see, I've heard the facts. I've figured things out. And for all the whining you do about respect, let me tell the people at home why I don't respect you. You see, for everything that you were, when you came to TNA, I respected you, Sting. I respected you. But shortly thereafter, I lost all respect. You see, we've been bringing TNA to the world. We've been doing house shows all over this great nation, all over this planet. And where have you been, Sting? Wichita, Kansas. Moline, Indiana. I was there, Sting. Where were you? Corpus Christi, Texas. Dallas, New York. London, England, Sting. I was there. Where were you? I'll tell you where you were. You were at home being one of the highest paid men in this company, yet one of the men that works the very least. When you bleed like me, Sting, when you hurt like me, when you sweat like me in TNA, I'll respect you. When you walk home, you spend one day with your family, kiss them goodbye, get back on that airplane and kick ass some more, I'll respect you. So I'll tell you what, Sting, you want to give me an edict of respect? You want me to respect you, then respect this one request. Whether it be beginning, middle, or end, you come down to that ring tonight, Sting. Give me one wish, respect one wish of mine. And maybe, just maybe, I can learn to respect you.
Their drive has brought them to the pinnacle of their sport. They fight to earn the respect of their peers and the adulation of the world so that one day they may strap the symbol of greatness around their waist. They lay it all on the line in hopes that they may call themselves the best in the world. Tonight, 4 men have earned that right throughout their careers. Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist and multi-time world champion.
You're looking at a portrait of what a real world champion is supposed to look like.
Booker T, a 6-time world champion, on the hunt for his first TNA title.
But I want Joe to know one thing, that I'm the man up in this beast.
Christian Cage, a 2-time TNA world heavyweight champion, looking to claim the gold once more.
This is about no surrender in my backyard.
And Samoa Joe, the current TNA World Heavyweight Champion, will battle against the odds to retain his coveted title.
Samoa Joe, we're going to humiliate you like the punk that you are.
As he fends off 3 former world champions, each one hungry for another reign at the top in 4 ways to glory. It's every man for himself, but at the end of the night, only one may call himself the greatest.
The TNA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line in a 4 Ways to Glory match as Samoa Joe defends against Booker T, Kurt Angle, and Christian Cage.
And it's main event time here at No Surrender. As you can see, the great crowd on hand. We're just outside Toronto in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. TNA's international pay-per-view debut, and it is time for our 4th championship match of the night for the World Heavyweight title. We're going to take a quick look at the tail of the tape here, and you can see that Samoa Joe has the very substantial edge in weight over both Kurt Angle and Christian Cage, the travel issues preventing Booker from appearing. Recently on Impact, the qualifiers saw Kurt Angle and Christian Cage become the challengers for Samoa Joe. After Joe proved to Kevin Nash, his teacher, that he was ready. He beat the 3 hand-picked opponents. Nash told him he's at the point, he's got to do it on his own. Tonight, the ultimate test for Samoa Joe. This is his battle to add the mental aspects to the physical. 2 elite opponents, the added element of Sting and Jeff Jarrett. It's got to be his toughest test. And there you see the first of the 2 challengers to make his way towards the ring. You talk about a hometown advantage. I'm certain that the instant classic Christian Cage is going to have exactly that.
He is a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, a high-risk, high-flying daredevil, a man who reinvented himself in TNA and reached heights never before reached in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, the instant classic, Christian Cage.
Instant classic more focused than he was today. I've never seen a match mean more than it meant today to Christian Cage, having a chance to talk to him for a brief moment. You could feel the emotion on what it would mean to him to win this title for the 3rd time an hour from where he grew up, from a place where people thought that he went crazy when he said he wanted to be a professional wrestler. This is a chance for it all to come full circle for Christian Cage. You talk about a home court advantage. You talk about a home field advantage. Well, you see who's got it here tonight.
You look around the ringside area, and yes, you can see that his Canadian peeps are here in full support. We see signs, welcome home, Christian Cage, as everyone in the GM place rises to their feet to greet the instant classic. We take a look at challenger number 2. Kurt Angle, the look of determination. Yes, it's on his face. One thing he won't have is the ability to work with Booker T.
He is an Olympic gold medalist, a 12-time world champion, arguably the greatest wrestler of all time. And despite all of the accolades, he still aspires to add to the legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kurt Angle.
Booker T to work together with, but what it all boils down to is eventually you've got to do it on your own. Only one person can walk out of the ring with that belt, and Kurt Angle's the kind of person that can adapt to that situation as well as anybody. There's only so much he could have done with Booker T anyway in this ring. When it's all said and done, he's going to have to finish it off by himself.
You talked about the look of determination. The focus on the face of the instant classic Christian Cage. Take a look into the blue eyes of Kurt Angle, and I'll tell you, nobody has more focus than he does. And there you see the reigning TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Quite honestly, Samoa Joe has so much to prove tonight at No Surrender.
He is unconventional, unorthodox, unique, mixing brute strength with boundless tenacity and a mixed martial arts background. He is simply a sheer, brutal, and destructive force of nature. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning heavyweight champion of the world, Samoa Joe.
Conducted by Jeremy Borash with Samoa Joe just moments ago. We wondered about the attention of Samoa Joe and whether it would be divided. It absolutely is. Not just the task at hand, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship title defense, but also the fact that, as we heard in that interview, he's definitely still got his mind on the icon Sting.
But think about the points that he made. Here's a guy who's been bringing it to the people. Sting. Whoa!
Well, it looks like the icon Sting is going to give Samoa Joe an immediate answer. And as Sting, with baseball bat in hand, comes down the entrance, Samoa Joe leaves the six-sided ring. He drops down to the arena floor to meet him and come face to face. But did you see that? Sting threw the bat away.
Well, look at this. Samoa Joe, though, takes a quick shot, and I don't blame him. I mean, here Sting is, bringing himself down, getting in Joe's head before the World Championship match, and Joe goes after him again, and now you see the two of them slug it out. Not the way, look at AJ Styles come down. He pulls Joe away. Good move by the phenomenal AJ Styles, trying to get Joe focused on the task. But you gotta question Sting here. I mean, you made your point, you said your things, but let this championship match come on. We already know you're gonna get the champion and Bound for Glory.
We know that one way or another, Sting wants to teach Samoa Joe respect. As we saw the two meet up the ramp, it was almost as if Sting challenged him. Come on, take your best shot at me, Joe, and Joe certainly did. He lost his focus at that point, and immediately AJ Styles comes into play. He wants to send that message to Joe, get your head back in the game.
I'll tell you what, though, there's a part of me, well, we'll talk about it here in a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, to JB for the official introductions of our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from the General Motors Center in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, it's time for your No Surrender main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, the challenger. Standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 227 pounds and comes to us from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the instant classic, Christian Cage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing challenger number 2. He comes to us from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 232 pounds. He is professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. This is Kurt Angle. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my left. He weighed in this morning at 282 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is the current reigning and defending TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe.
The body language, the reactions, my ability to look up just feet away at the defending TNA World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe and see that he was mouthing the words, stay focused, as he kept hitting himself in the head, Don, with his fists.
Well, he knows he's let Sting get to him, but let me tell you something. A thought keeps going through my mind. Sting has the winner of this match, right?
At Bound for Glory.
Well, obvious to me that the one person he doesn't want to face at Bound for Glory is Samoa Joe, because he's trying to make sure he's taking him off of his game, and I think that's why Joe was sitting there mouthing the words, stay focused, get yourself back on track.
I'm not sure if that's the case. It's possible. It's so difficult at this point to read Sting. You know, maybe it's just back to that respect thing, and not only does he want to drive home to the point to Samoa Joe about bringing respect back to professional wrestling, but maybe also about bringing respect back to that TNA World Heavyweight title, as we see Joe and Christian here working against Kurt Angle, and Joe 290 pounds in the corner, and then just drilled Angle in the side of the head with the boot.
Now, you might think that Joe's feeling good about the fact that there's no nice corkscrew elbow as he comes off the ropes, that Booker T's not in this. You know what? Joe's a professional. He knows that Kurt Angle and Christian Cage are just as dangerous. It's just 2, not 3. The bottom line is Christian Cage, I think, realizes Joe's right behind him.
Every man for himself in this matchup with the TNA World title on the line. A different situation than we anticipated. We thought it would be Booker T and Kurt Angle working together. Instead, the opening minute sees the Instant Classic and the Samoan Submission Machine on the same page. But as we said, just for that opening minute, just momentarily, and now they lock up. Quick reversal, Cage in the corner, but Joe fights right back out.
I like what Joe did there. I think he gave a moment of respect to Christian Cage. You know, Christian Cage has not been on the Kurt Angle, Booker T, Sting side through all this respect thing. Christian Cage is here to win a title. And I think Joe respected that, and Joe knows where Christian Cage is. He knows how close it is to his home, and that's his way of letting him know that, okay, we're going to get it on. I'm not going to give you a cheap shot right there behind you. Look at him. Look each other in the eye now. Forget about all that. Doesn't care where you are. Let's play ball.
Face-to-face, nose-to-nose, the slap from Christian. Definitely the wake-up for Samoa Joe. Reeling off shots, that big swing and a miss enables Christian now with that opening to rifle off the series of knife-edge chops to the chest as Joe goes into the ropes. Christian misses with the clothesline, and then Joe explodes, springing off the ropes with a big knee that takes down the Instant Classic.
The things he can do for a big guy, for a man that size, is just unbelievable. The way he can use his feet, the way that he can kick you and get those feet up so high, it's so impressive. Oh, look at that. Just lured Christian Cage right to him, and then come in the head with Christian Cage sharp, and then inverted DDT on the back of the head. 1, 2, not enough.
Was a perfectly placed kick by Joe, but then the quick reactions of Cage turn it around to where he gets a near fall on the defending champ. As Christian goes to come off the ropes, Kurt Angle from outside hooks his leg, drags him outside, uncorks that big European uppercut, and now it's Angle going to square off here with Joe, and Joe drops right back down. Rear naked choke here applied to Kurt Angle, and then Cage in with a double sledge for the save to stop the submission.
Well, he had to do it quick. He couldn't allow Joe to get a quick pin. In a situation like that, you get it just right, you can win it that quickly. And oh, look at this belly to belly there. He just put him right over. Here he's got him.
Look at that. Then the belly-to-belly released overhead for the champ, Samoa Joe, and Angle to the ankle lock early, too early. Christian free leg, able to kick him off and break the hold, comes right at him, and there's a belly-to-belly.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Bad landing, too.
What a time. Do you see him? You see him go right to the knee?
I don't know if it was the knee or the ankle. I think you're right. It looks like he's clutching the knee. Look at this. Look at this landing.
Let's see if we can
Oh, it was the knee right on the concrete.
slid right past the pad around the ringside area, and Christian has momentarily at least been taken out of the match. We're now going to have to focus on Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle. Joe with that chop to the back, kick to the chest, off the ropes, and the knee drop.
You know, some people, what happened at the beginning of this match, as you see a pin attempt there, it's not enough at this point. Kurt Angle's not worn out enough, but when you think about what happened, a lot of people would be so out of their game. But you know, true professionals, true champions know how to use that to your advantage. You take that anger that you're mad about, you bottle it, and you let it come through you in other ways, and that's what Joe's doing right now.
The reversal by Angle as Joe goes off, and now it's Kurt's chance to try and use a variation of the sleeper here and try to bring down the bigger opponent, Samoa Joe. But Kurt doesn't have a great grip on it, and that allows Joe to catch him with the elbows, and then Kurt dropped him with the elbow, right on him for the lateral for 2.
Oh, look at him. He goes right back, though, for the chokehold, and he gets that arm around the neck, and you can see the face of Joe there. He is obviously has taken some air out, and Joe's just trying to get some wind so he can build some strength up. But the more he cinches in, and keep in mind, Christian Cage still outside this ring holding his knee.
Samoa Joe now in his 5th month as TNA World Heavyweight Champion, while both Kurt Angle and Christian Cage look to become 3-time TNA World title holders tonight in our main event at No Surrender, as Joe gets right back up to his feet now, back to that base. Gonna catch him with a couple of elbows and then a punch right on the jawline.
I'll tell you what, though, it's the kind of matches that Joe has won. And not only win the championship like he did at Lockdown, but the different things that he's gone through. Even a match like this, oh, wow, Christian Cage gets himself back in this match with authority.
Don't count him out. And then off the top, hits the cross body block.
1, 2. Oh, Joe just pushes him off of him there, but Christian Cage lets him know that, hey, I'm not out of this yet. You know what he used it, I think, to get his bearings and realized that he had enough left in the tank, and now look at him using the ropes, pulling back with the boots to the back of the neck.
It was definitely the right time in the match before either of the opponents of Christian Cage was worn down to the point where they're either pinned or submitted. So you're right, Christian used that time outside as a little bit of a rest period, and he has come back fired up.
I'll tell you what, right here in front of us, Kurt Angle just still holding that clutch area where he got pulled into that steel ring post. What a shot. I mean, that's just the kind of thing that'll just take so much out of you. The pain is just unbearable. As you see Christian Cage and Samoa Joe, and look at Christian Cage biting, taking any advantage he can.
Joe tried to suplex him, I believe, overhead. Oh, and speaking of suplexes, there goes the German from Angle.
Look at this!
Quickly goes up and tosses Cage 3/4 of the way across.
1, 2, not enough. I'll tell you what, Kurt Angle's so quick, it really surprises you. You see him walk down and you just wonder, oh, nice snap. 1, 2, not enough.
Again, first pin, first submission will give us the winner in our main event at No Surrender with the TNA title at stake. Who's it going to be?
Oh, nice shot right to the face of Joe as he spit in it, and then now he just brings him down, and look at the boots. Once Kurt Angle smells blood, but you got to remember, you got to have eyes in the back of your head. Going for the unprettier. Can he hit it? Not enough.
Perfect counter by Angle. Not only avoids the unprettier, connects with the suplex, maintains his control. Look at him toss him that time. Gonna go for 3 at least. 2 down. Cage wobbly. Cage taken up and driven down in the back of his head. 3 consecutive suplexes, and the straps come down.
Well, anybody that's gone through that will tell you it's just the jarring, the bones rattling. I mean, the concussive effort. And now look at this. He forgot it, but look at this. Takes him up and was going to go for the Olympic slam. And look at Joe release him overhead.
Power of Joe comes into play. Angle tossed across. Follows up with the knee to the chest of Christian. Going to set him up top. Muscle buster attempt. Here
he's
on
got
Cage.
Oh.
But Cage able to fight him off. Christian drops down to the apron. Catches him with a couple of shots from outside, and as Angle comes charging across, Joe moves out of the way. Christian again knocked down to the floor, and now we focus on Samoa Joe and Kurt Angle, and Joe's suplex by Kurt.
Here he goes. 1, 2. Oh, not enough. Joe so smooth earlier, how he just, that big body, how he's able to just gracefully move it out of the way, and he used Kurt Angle as a weapon on Christian Cage, but then, oh, look at this. Again, the quickness of Kurt as he senses Christian Cage coming at him, and he goes up to meet him, but you can't forget Joe down below you.
They exchange punches, but as you see underneath, Joe is in a position where he takes both men over. What power.
Here he goes. 1, 2, no! A tell you, I thought Christian Cage landed on his head.
Right on Kurt Angle.
2, no!
Good strategy by Samoa Joe. The results of that move as we take another look at what almost enabled Samoa Joe to regain the title.
Couldn't quite see it at that angle. Watch this. Look at Christian's head. Oh, it was so close to hitting wrong. It'd have been lights out and the pin would have been done. But he just didn't get enough. And now Kurt Angle just grabs his shorts and throws him right through the ropes.
Joe tossed out to the floor. Angle stands behind Christian. Christian on his knees, going to use the ring ropes to get back up to his feet. And the second he turns towards Angle, going to go for the slam instead. He saw that. He felt it coming and answered with an arm drag.
He did, and I mean, he snapped it off quickly. That's the kind of thing that shows you how good you really are. You're able to just recover on the spot like that. Now he's holding on for dear life. I mean, where are they both going to go here? Kurt Angle's in just as much trouble as Christian Cage is at this point.
Obviously, Kurt's willing to give up whatever pain he's going to inflict to be able to take Christian Cage and toss him with the suplex either to the concrete or potentially to the steel guardrail.
Christian Cage holding on for dear life, now throwing elbows back and forth, and oh, he went for that kick that he does, but Kurt Angle grabs the ankle, pulls him through, and he's got the ankle lock.
The submission hold made famous by Kurt Angle applied, the ankle lock in, and Samoa Joe going to come in and sneak with a roll up to try and get the pin, but 2 only.
I'll tell you what, though, that's smart. You take it any way you get it out. Look at this, though. Kurt Angle able to get the ankle lock applied now to Samoa Joe. Christian Cage has got to realize that oh, look at this. Is he going to go for the double ankle? He does.
Exactly the case. Kurt Angle, the dual ankle lock on both of his opponents in this match, both Christian Cage and Samoa Joe.
If either one of them taps out here, Kurt Angle's got the gold, and you can see him cinching it. Good teamwork. They had to work together, and they did. They were in sync, and it was the right move at the time.
The roll through breaks the ankle lock, but now Joe and Christian square off. Open hand slaps the rights and the lefts. Muscle buster again from Joe on Christian out of the corner.
He hits it!
Caught him with it.
Can he finish it here?
Wait a minute.
Kurt Angle's got the three-year-old Hebner pulled. Holding on to him. Oh, and Christian Cage is pinned.
At the point that Samoa Joe, you can see that it's going to be a 3 count. The muscle buster that's given him so many wins. Angle hooked the shirt of Hebner, and that allows Christian to get the shoulder up before 3, all because the referee was taken out of play by Kurt Angle.
I'll tell you something, though. Christian Cage was listening for the sound of the hand slapping that mat. He didn't hear it, so he stayed there, and when it came, and look at this. Joe just threw Christian Cage through the ropes right on top of Kurt Angle. Joe he is impressive here tonight. Samoa Joe is focused. Look at him.
Outside, it's Joe. Look at Joe!
Oh, wow! Unbelievable! As he corkscrews over the top, lands on both of them, Mike. Unreal.
We had our eyes on Cage and Angle as we take another look. There you see him. Take Christian. The heads met. Christian's head and Kurt Angle's heads met at the same time. And when they got up dazed, Joe went airborne and is near 300 pounds, crashed into both of the challengers out on the floor.
And he knew it was going to be a sacrifice. He knew there was going to be a price to pay to his own body. But Samoa Joe's the kind of champion that just defies the odds with his size. I mean, he really wants the world to see just everything he can do. What a repertoire, Mike.
He rolls Angle back in. That's his immediate strategy at this point. Christian's still outside, and now Joe going to concentrate on trying to defeat Kurt Angle.
Well, he knows this is an opportunity. He's got both of them reeling. Can he get Kurt Angle up? Can he get that muscle buster? Oh, what a knife-edge chop that was. You can hear it just vibrate here through.
Here comes another muscle buster attempt, but Angle senses it, feels it coming, and rakes the eyes of Joe to turn it around. Going to go for the slam and hits it.
He does. He hits the Olympic slam, and now Christian Cage.
He's in a perfect position up on top.
Wow.
He leapfrogs over right down onto Joe.
And look at him. He gets right back up, and he sends Kurt Angle out. This is his chance. He's got Angle out of the ring.
Gonna go for
He's
the
got Joe.
here. You know he is.
Can he hit it? Is he? Yes! He puts it right on his head.
Could be
Here we go.
Here in Canada.
1, 2, not enough.
Referee Hebner pulled out. Oh, did you just see that? Earl Hebner just thrown head first. I mean, head first into the steel by Kurt Angle. and Angle comes over right by us at the table and picks up a steel chair. Earl Hebner went hard, head first in to the guardrail, and the chair shot is stopped by Christian with the boot.
He's able to block it. Oh, and then he goes low blow. Low blow by Kurt Angle. Can he stop it? Oh, he can't.
God, right in the face.
Oh, my gosh, he just tore his head off with it. And here he goes. A lip and slam right out of the ring.
And Christian crashes on the floor while Angle waffles Joe in the back with the steel chair.
Oh, this is it. This is his opportunity.
And ankle lock, and look at Joe gonna try and fight through this pain. Again, the referee's been taken out. Joe fighting for everything. He's...
Let's go. Look at this. Here comes the king of the mountain. He's coming down. He's got guitar in hand as the ankle lock's applied.
And Jeff Jarrett bringing the guitar to the ring while Angle's got the ankle lock. And as Kurt Angle gets to his feet and Jeff Jarrett stares down eye to eye, Jarrett.
Oh, he smashes it right over the top of his head. Look at this. Joe takes advantage. He figures if Kurt can hit him with a chair, he can go through with a muscle buster.
Muscle buster on the way. Joe's got Angle. Drops him down dead center, middle of the ring. Hebner rolled in by Jarrett.
2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe!
And as the blood flows down the head of Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett places the title belt on the shoulder of Samoa Joe. And ladies and gentlemen, we now know next month at Bound for Glory, our biggest pay-per-view of the year, Sting versus Samoa Joe for the title.
They have vowed to bring a city to its knees and rule the streets once again.
If somebody messes with me, I'm gonna mess with him.
On this night, TNA Wrestling will become untouchable. Kurt Angle, Booker T, Christian Cage, Samoa Joe, and the Icon Sting star in the most notorious pay-per-view of the year. TNA Wrestling presents Bound for Glory, live from Chicago, October 12th on pay-per-view. This has been a presentation of TNA Entertainment.